So how did you move into a $5 million house? Because that seems pretty cool.
Well, we had this is brutal. So, like I said, I lived in our last office, and it was work live, and Jonas lived in it too, which is great because like a lot of our like late night filming or talking head content. It's like at 11 p.m. or whatever after the dust settles, and it's good because that's where a lot of our creative brainstorming. Also, you can just be a little bit more efficient if you're living with certain team members. Maybe you know cut certain costs, whatever. Um, we were moving out of our last place in December, and we couldn't find a place that I knew I wanted to live there so we could kind of have the same content thing going. And Jonas needed a spot there too. And we had 3 days left on our lease, and it didn't have a spot. So I said, fuck it. I'm just going to get a spot on Airbnb, and we'll get it for like 6 weeks. And then, after the leases or after Airbnb is up, we'll hopefully find a spot in January once better stuff comes on the market. The lady calls me. She said, "Hey, I need you to cancel your Airbnb. Someone's moving here in January, and we have to take all the furniture out and get everything ready." I said, "Oh, what are they paying?" And then she told me. I said, "Oh, I can pay, but I can move in on Friday. Leave the furniture. We'll move in like 2 days." And she said, "All right, that sounds great." And so that's how we got our new spot.